Good morning. Welcome to some Train Sim Mode 6 as we continue on with our Journey Completionist series, finishing off the Just Trains 142 content and then moving on to the West Coast mainline stuff. Whether we'll get through that today or not remains to be seen, but we'll try and crack on with as much as we can. And so without much further ado, let's get cracking. Dan, how are you doing, my man? Good to see you. A very happy new year to you. I don't know, are you meant to wish somebody a happy new year when the new year kicks off or like now? I don't know. Either way, happy new year. Hopefully the new year will come with a refreshing of hopefully great jokes. You can do it before, but I think it's got a very narrow time frame, right? Like it's got to be like today, right? Like New Year's Eve, like right before, and then I assume it would last up until like a week into the new year. I think that would make sense. I think that makes sense. Either way, we do things how we do things over here. We are going to Corriton. This will be the final lengthy journey for this journey mode. The other one is making a bunch of noise. Well, so are we. So will we. The pacer being a pacer. Destination light on, and let's make sure our saloon lights are on. If the passengers are sitting in darkness, I don't think they'd be well pleased. So hopefully they're in comfort. What month are we in? I actually don't know what month this takes place in. It would be nice to have, aside from like an in-computer screen, an in-cab screen, which obviously not every train's going to have. It would be nice, I guess, start menu, right? Where is it? Overview? January the 1st, 2019, right? So January the 1st. Guard heater on. Is there like a passenger heating button? Not really. Not from what I can see. Cab heater. Put it on slow. Heated screen. What screen? Windscreen? I mean, unless it's snowing, I don't think that would be necessary. We'll just have the heater on. And yeah, I think we're good to go. On our way to Corriton. Got third rails up doing its thing. We won't be needing Ebula or Sim today, so not too fussed about whether those will appear or not. Keep to the 20 limit here. I don't know whether this is some sort of placebo or what, but I don't even know why it would be placebo, but this actually looks really nice today. I did the night drive yesterday on here to end the Request a Route stream with. I don't remember it looking as good. I don't remember if the like the weather was clear or whether it was snowing or raining. No, it wasn't, because I remember being baffled at why I kept sliding, why the train kept sliding. Hello CP, how you doing, my man? I'm good, thank you. How are you? Good to see you. Happy New Year. You know what? No, I'm gonna start it from tomorrow. From tomorrow, I'll start wishing people Happy New Year. And it just feels odd. It feels a bit premature. And I'm pretty sure we can all agree, you know, anything premature isn't great. think I am going to miss these places. I'm inclined to say I'll probably miss everything that I spend a lot of time with.
The next station stop
But
is
yeah, there are a handful of trains I just don't miss. Not because they were necessarily like bad, but maybe they were just... They just didn't have a charm. They didn't have anything that made them special. It do be like that sometimes. I still do have yesterday very fresh in mind, so I'm aiming to come into all of these stations quite cautiously. Okay. Maybe not as cautious as I would have liked. We celebrate at the same time due to time zones. Oh, are we like... do we have the same time right now? 11:11. I don't even bother to like try and keep up with time zones anymore. It's just long and it's forever changing. And it's like, listen, it is what it is at any given time. Alright, come on then, peeps.
We will shortly be arriving at Fairwater.
Quite a few people were on at the moment on third rails. Total of 9. For it being quite early in the day, that's quite cool. I don't know whether that counts just TSW or TSW plus TNC, but considering both Carda and myself can't really get it working on TSC at the moment, I can only assume those are TSW players. It's quite cool to see. I'm assuming obviously the longer it's out there, the more word about it is spreading, the more players will join. Because I remember when I first got it, I wouldn't really see the number go above like 4. Usually it would be 3. Oh my god, the collisions have been so weird and awkward through so many routes this year. And I don't really know what the like reason for it is. At the end of the day, if we're flying around with a camera, why are we bumping into anything? I don't know how hard it can be to turn off collisions for it. There are so many of these basic little things that I really do wonder, how scary would it be to work on Unreal Engine? You know, if you can't just do like simple things like these. That's got to be a developer's worst nightmare. And yet somehow almost every single game is built on it. feel like it's quite quiet given the time of day. I haven't heard about that, CP. No, I haven't heard about that. Is it a rumor or is it official? But we didn't really have a December one. It would be odd to also not have a January one. Although, realistically,
The next stop
what
is
would be on it?
Ninian Park.
Like they've just released so much information. Pictures, videos, new announcements. I guess maybe there could be some articles about something that's coming that's new, but yeah, I don't know. What I'm thinking is it would be something that people would just complain about because, oh, there's nothing on it. And I feel like people would also complain if there's no roadmap. So you do sometimes feel for DTG. There's almost like there's no way to win. I can't really breathe. If I trade some society, I would wait until there's an official source. I would wait. I don't have anything against Trace of Society per se, but just from his titles and tones of videos, he makes content that's quite clickbaity a little bit. So I would just wait until like DCG themselves say something. He plays the YouTube game very well, which is why he gets the views he gets and is as popular as he is. It's not so much. I said this the other day, there's a game to be played. YouTube is a game. YouTube is the game and he's playing the game. Won't be any progress due to all the festivities at Christmas. So yeah, yeah. Hey Dan, listen, bro. The work continues, my man. The work continues. That's why you need to book your annual leave with wisdom, you know? Have it be so that it doesn't coincide with holidays and stuff like that.
Cardiff Central.
No, so that it does coincide with holidays. If you want. If you don't work on New Year's, just, you know, have that sorted out. I remember when I was, yeah, I mean, if I was working like full time with London Underground, the only day off I would have would be Christmas. And even then, let's say I'm doing an early shift on Boxing Day, then I'm gonna have to be up at like 4 something in the morning. So even then, am I really enjoying Christmas if I'm having to sleep at a time that will allow me to get enough rest to wake up for 4 in the morning? That's the life, man. It's not a life I want to live, but it's life. Els, you've seen Els in chat, I'm sure. He worked Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, and Boxing Day. That was what he signed up for, innit? So yeah, it's a cover. That's all bollocks, man. I mean, it's not, but it kind of is at the same time, you know. Hello, ASO, how you doing? No last stream of the year in the title. Nah, I didn't think about it, but even after you've mentioned it, I wouldn't have done it. I would like my titles to be in such a way that they generate viewership, you know? And although I may not do that to a fantastic standard right now, I still want to try. Never have I seen an IET on this platform. Is that platform 7? Very cool seeing it though. Definitely will replace the aura that the HST had. But it's cool. It's cool in its own right. I like it. Never been in one. Maybe my opinion would change after experiencing it for myself, but I like it. It's pretty cute. 15 streams streak. Oh my god, I can't talk. What? That's a tongue twister. 15 stream streak. Wow. ASR. That's mad. Thank you, mate. Appreciate your presence, man. Everyone come back the first full week of the year. Hello, PK again. Good to see you. Welcome back. How do you troubleshoot all the mods when something starts to fail? Yeah. Okay, so I work back from the latest ones. So it's happened to me many times where I'll install a bunch of mods as well. I usually would install, especially if I haven't played in a few days, I'll install everything that I've missed. That ticks my box of, you know, increased immersion. So usually I'd install a bunch and then the game's crashing or root's crashing. So I'll say, okay. Then I take everything out. I load the game to make sure that it's one of them that's causing the issue. When I confirm that, okay, it was one of the mods, without these bunch of mods, the game works completely fine, then I start adding them one by one. So I add one, load the game, doesn't crash. Okay, if there was a root that was crashing, load that root, doesn't crash, then that mod is fine. Close the game, move to the next mod, move it to the DLC folder, rinse and repeat, rinse and repeat. It can be lengthy depending on like how many mods you've installed in one go. But yeah, work your way back from the latest ones.
We will shortly be arriving at Cardiff, Queen Street.
I saw ASR. I actually saw. I opened Twitch so I can go and get my Twitch chat before I started streaming, and I saw it. He had a cool title on it as well. I like the title. But yeah, funny little coincidence. Yeah. Carter's titles are good. Carter's titles are always good. Mine aren't bad though. I don't think my titles are bad. But he did have quite a fun title today. They're soulless, okay. That's fair enough. As your opinion, do you have a like? Okay, give me a title for today. That is not soulless. For what I'm doing. If I was to do what you said earlier and put last stream of the year, that would be like fun, for example, or that would have soul. In your opinion? You're complaining to complain? That makes you useless then, boss. And quite toxic as well. Don't do that. I don't mind complaints and criticism, but let it be valid and constructive. Let's take this train into the new year. I don't think if I was gonna step into a new year with a train, I don't think it would be the pacer. I don't think it would be the pacer, Dan. I'll be honest. It's got. I understand it's got a bit of a following and whatnot, right? Like it is a bit charming to a lot of people for many reasons, but I don't think it would be that. Comparing streamer to another streamer against terms of service. I hope you're joking. I've seen there are some weird things that I've heard on Twitch. Like you're not allowed anyway, there are some weird things that I've heard. So that's why I'm not like instantly, oh, ha ha ha, funny joke. I'm well aware that could be a genuine Twitch terms of service thing. A little amount of trolling. There's nicer ways to do that than saying my titles are soulless compared to somebody else's. Also as well, I think maybe, let's say if it was the first time driving a particular train, then there's more of an inclination to spice things up a little bit. But if you watch all of my streams, then you've seen this train a million times. What can I possibly how can I put some fun on this train that we've driven and seen a million times over? The freshness has to be reserved for something fresh, you know? You're not gonna put expired food in the fridge. It's done, finished, halas. Hey! What are you telling me, bro? Happy New Year, my guy. I keep saying, no, I shouldn't, no, I need to wait till tomorrow. I keep saying it keeps slipping. I need to wait till tomorrow. I haven't said anything. I'll say it to you tomorrow. But yeah, what's good, man? It's just a big no-no in terms of watching streams. I mean, to be fair, I think comparing somebody to somebody else in any fields in any capacity, it's hurtful, very hurtful. I won't speak about my history with it, but it definitely can be very hurtful, and I can understand why people would be offended by it. I tend to have built over time, you know, a bit of a tough skin. But I can't understand why it would be very much frowned against. It's not nice. It's not nice, especially if it's not in a constructive way. Like yesterday, we were discussing Conductor. His name was, I think, the guy with like a ton of viewers. So people like that, I do tend to like try and figure out, okay, what are they doing right? What are they doing so right? Because the plan is always to grow, isn't it? The plan is always to grow, get bigger, you know, build a bigger following, higher number of concurrent viewers, higher number of average viewers, higher number of subscribers, members, all of that. So there is always things to learn. There is a positive way to do it. Alexander, hello, how are you doing? Welcome to the stream. You can say your purposes for next year, I guess, but not Happy New Year, as 2025 is anything but new. Right. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, it's the same. It's the same. Anytime I've stopped by a stream, it's been for the content. Like, I'll take note of the title and try and sort of gather what's going on in the stream from that. But I mean, 90% of titles are just bang average. Or maybe they just don't really speak to me. Like, most of the times that I'm watching streams, it's when I'm at work and it gets to like 4 or 5 in the morning and I'm trying to stay awake. So I'll find something to distract me, which is usually watching a stream. I go for content. I'll just scroll the homepage, scroll until I find something interesting. And then I'll just land on it. And ironically, it's been MSFS recently, but before it was a lot of Motorfest. A lot of Motorfest. How is that spam? You're not even making sense anymore, ASR. Watch Creator Andre, they find others they play with. Yeah. It wasn't until lockdown that I was really watching Twitch streams. And yeah, once I found someone that I was watching quite regularly, if they went live, then I'd go to someone that they would either interact with during their stream or just somebody that they had quite a solid relationship with, and then go and watch them. Because you'd expect that there'd be some sort of similarities in personality or characteristics or content, which is, the main thing. Because even there was one streamer that I just watched almost religiously, but the minute he was actually the first person I watched on NoPixel. Nick Merckx. See, another good example, right? So the guy that I used to watch would stream NoPixel and just street ARP in general, and he was very, 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 very good at it. That's how I first even got to know about NoPixel in the first place. And then he would start playing Zomboid. And although Zomboid is a good game within itself, I didn't care for it at the time. I'm actually quite interested in it now. But at the time, I could not give a toss. So I wouldn't watch him. And then Nick Merckx, oh my days, his COD content was godly. And then he started playing Apex. And I wasn't interested in Apex. So I stopped watching him. So yeah, it was... for me, it's content plus the person streaming. Like, it's got to be those two. Because the person streaming can be as great as they are. They stop the content that I enjoy. I'm going to go elsewhere. How you doing, Nabil?
Next topic. T-Glass.
I don't get people who donate and subscribe to like channels with like 1,000 subscribers or whatever. Everyone has their own reason. Some people do it because they feel like they feel like they'll get acknowledgement and they'll feel like they're friends with the streamer. Some people it's genuinely just support. They see what the person's doing. Ultimately, yes, we have fun streaming, but a lot of the time it's also work. I can tell you for a fact, there have been hours, tens of hours that I've streamed and I haven't wanted to stream, but, you know, this is something I'm building, something I'm growing, so I've got to put the work in. So it is working in a way. Maybe some, you know, there are people that want to honor that. There are people that do it just to flex, legit. Everyone's got their own reasons, man. Some people will do it because the streamers told them to do it. You know, depending on how high of a regard they hold that streamer in. If the streamer says donate, they'll donate. If the streamer says subscribe, they'll subscribe. Maybe there's just a crazy event that happens on stream, and that's just their way of, like, you know, hyping up that particular event. I've seen it all. I'm good, thank you, bro. I'm good, man. How are you? I honestly think find 2 or 3 streamers who like the same games and have good banter. That's what. Yeah. Defo. Is it? I wouldn't mind getting into it, D. I wouldn't mind getting into it, but the problem I have is the problem I have with a lot of other games that I want to play and don't. How do I fit it all into the schedule, man? I want to prioritize train simming because I feel like it's important to have one main focus. I feel like what's been a detriment to me the last couple of months is how many different games I've been playing.
The next station stop is
without really focusing on one genre or niche. So my thing is, okay, let me focus on train content and anything comes after. So if I'm streaming on a day, the first one, if I'm going to do multiple streams, is going to be something train related. And then afterwards it can be whatever. So, but that whatever, there's a lot of it. The queue is full for that whatever. Sim racing, there's like Euro Truck that I really want to get back into, like, properly. So, man, if I'm going to get into Project Zomboid, for example, if I'm going to buy it and start playing it, I'm concerned, genuinely concerned about where I find the time to play it. Justice for None, sorry, your name is like dark purple on my thing, and it's like on a black background. It's so difficult to see. Hey there, speaking of support, thank you so much for the raid yesterday. Most people in one of my streams ever. No worries, my man, no worries. Cheers, muchly. Happy New Year. Happy New Year too, man. Thank you very much for the gratitude. I appreciate you. Thank you. That's good to hear, Nabil. But I do think it's that's honestly been my thing. Like, only in the past week or so, I've been raiding, like, people with a lot of viewers because I think that's what you guys would enjoy more. But my sort of principle for raiding has always been, let's see who could do with who could do with a little boost, you know?
We will shortly be arriving at Rubinus.
And I usually try to find somebody who they've got their face cam on, seems like they're making an effort to, like, you know, give you some proper entertainment, and also could do with some support. That's like my ultimate sort of middle ground that I find. That if I don't really find that, then I'll just look for somebody who's doing quite well already. It can be a dilemma, D. I won't lie. I've been there I've been there more than a couple of times. In fact. But yeah, man, you just gotta sort of dig your way out, innit? And I think that's when games stop feeling fun as well. When you give yourself the burden of playing them, they stop feeling fun. I'm happy that there are a few different train sims around. If I do get ultimately super sick of TSW and TSC, which I don't think will happen, like, both at the same time, I probably would go to Simra to maintain the consistency. I probably would be playing Simra, but I can play it 3 days a week. Then the rest of the week I'm playing TSC. By the time the next week comes around, I miss this game. I mean, when I was playing TSC on Saturday, I was saying, I actually kind of miss CSW. I want to play it. So, yeah, it's all about finding what works, which can take time. It can take time, and it's dynamic. What works for one season might not work for another.
Whitchurch.
How does the virtual conductor work? I've enabled it in driving. What's the difference? When you close the doors, there'll be like some, like a digital screen like that comes up on the HUD, and it basically has like a green circle when I guess you're given the all clear to go. That's the only thing I've seen on it that I can recall, a green circle. I guess it's meant to emulate maybe like a guard signal, like a platform guard signal, but I'm not 100% sure. Obviously, I don't know how it works in Germany. Hello, Nilvinus. How you doing, my friend? I think we could just say that TSW is better. For TSW, TSC, and Simrel, all of them have pros and cons that others don't have. If there was a sim that merged all of the pros that they all have, that would be the ultimate sim. But TSW has stuff that TSC and Simrel don't. TSC has stuff that TSW and Simrel don't. Simrel has stuff that TSC and TSW don't. And it's just, you know, it is what it is. My biggest worry is for me is have a decent job, such as I can't be too unhinged. Yeah, fair enough. You gotta be sensible. Thank you for the sub, man. I always have to do this so I can wake it up. Look at this stupid thing. Bro, I can't get rid of the 2 alerts. It keeps... I said I was gonna sort this out yesterday and I forgot. I can't get rid of the 2 alerts. I got an alert box. Oh, and I also got Twitch alerts. Where does Twitch alerts pop up? I don't know. Okay, I've turned off Twitch alerts and I'm just leaving alert box. I'm gonna give that a go and see how that works. It's a nightmare, man. Either I've got nothing or 2 appearing at the same time. But I appreciate you, my man. Thank you. I've got a decent job as well, and I can't. For me, it's more so I can't. I'm not gonna lie. I speak my mind. Give me any topic, I will speak my mind. But it's more so I can't really. I have to be careful about what I say about the job itself. And I've considered like streaming while on it when I used to pick up a lot of overtime. But that would have been very risky as well. No, literally nobody's hating you, ASR. Snowy weather outside. Nice one, Nilvinus. I just got an email for a work email saying that it's gonna be minus temperatures today, which is I think the first time. I mean, it's been super cold this month already, but this is probably gonna be one of the coldest days, which has actually been. December's been like good weather, you know. Christmas, it was sunny. It was actually sunny in Christmas. I've never seen the sun out in Christmas. Still cold, obviously. But usually it would be like some rain or... It has snowed recently, I think, in recent years. But usually it would just be grey. But this time it was actual blue skies. And the sun was out on Christmas Day. A whistle couldn't have been that hard to implement. If that's how it is in reality, Nabil... I mean, just look at other aspects of the game and you can see how hard it seems that some things are to implement, bro. It is what it is with TSW. I struggle with the production side of things. And what do you mean when you say the production side of things? The like production in terms of what? It's minus 2 today, but I think generally speaking, then Ireland's colder than like south of the UK. Timu's Croydon. Here in Spain, we have a London weather these last few days. What? Just rain? You know what? I'm glad that we don't have that. I'll be honest. It's just like it's just negative vibes, man. Although I will say, it does help in the winter because of the humidity that comes from the rain, and so it ends up being not that cold when it rains. But still, man, bad vibes. Bad vibes. The next like 4 runs are all gonna be 5 minutes. They're gonna be very, very short. To the point where I don't even think there's any point in me properly setting the train up, but we'll do that. We'll do it nonetheless. Started a YouTube channel on motorbike channel. Oh, sick. My guy. Listen, I've been saying for so long, I have an issue. I've had an issue with creativity. That's my biggest hindrance to uploading on YouTube. I've got a solid foundation in the channel there. It's, you know, it's been around for 15 years or whatever. It's, you know, all in all, surpassed 1 million views. There's a solid foundation to build off. And I'm struggling, but I think that problem will be solved soon. But you know what, as silly as it sounds, incorporate AI. Like, I've spoken to ChatGPT, and it's given me many an idea. And you'll be surprised how involved it can be in the process. But you use it as a tool. You don't obviously use it to do everything for you. So much to balance, trust me, bro. I don't think you know. I've got twins coming, and they're coming very soon. And you know, I'm trying to go ham in streaming. At the very least, let me pattern my streaming and then see what we can do about the YouTube side of things. And you know, it's been a great week this week in terms of the schedule and stuff, but I don't know what it's gonna be like in a couple months, man. I guess we'll have to wait and see. Managing life already is a challenge. Either way, man, we'll do it. We'll do it. Either way. We're just cold-hearted too. Sounds like the upside down. Rain and clouds and snow in some places. It's been snowing heavily in Morocco, actually, in the mountains. Like heavy snowfall. They've had to have rescue teams up there helping people out. Oh yeah, it's long. Yeah. It can be long, but honestly, it's worth it. Like the best experience I've had as a viewer has been when like streamers have put in effort, and it's been super rare, super rare. I'm talking 1 or 2 that I've ever, you know, sat and watched. But they'll have sound alerts for seemingly anything. It would just be so ridiculous. And then their alerts are good. Even though like their subscription tiers are creative. Some people are really playing the game well. Really playing the game well. I've been wanting to change my the names of my Twitch tiers for a while. There's more snow right now in the... I can't even pronounce that. Than in the Alps. See, I don't know what the environment is meant to be in the place that I can't pronounce to like compare. But I guess that's very extreme. Oh, you told them already, Dan? Calm. I have, yes. Came close to buying it a few times, to be honest. Sorry, it was CP that asked. Yeah, sorry, CP, yeah. I have. Well, to be fair, with regards to OBS... Yeah, it is a weird one. It is a weird one with OBS. For the impact it had on my... Like, when I was streaming on my gaming PC, for the impact it had on it, it didn't really make sense compared to what I was seeing everyone else report. Everyone else seemed to be quite fine with it. But it was having a heavy impact. Streamlabs as well, the both of them. And then the issue the other day I think it's just down to my streaming PC. It's just not. It's not. It's not packed with the latest and greatest. Let's put it that way. I think even when it just like when it just the stream just crashed and my OBS just closed, not even like, you know, like the Windows thing where it's loading and it's like, oh, it's waiting for the program to respond. Not bro, the thing just went it was there and then it wasn't. I've never seen a program do that on Windows. Never. But even that I think was just due to the CPU was just under too much stress basically. I think with streaming, you either blow or you don't. I've spent more time than I like to admit trying to understand the commonalities between such streamers, and honestly, yeah, I think for everyone that I've sort of looked at and been like, okay, what ingredients is this guy or this girl put together, aside from cleavage, to garner the viewership and the interactions and this and that. Even people that stream, so there's a guy who streams train sim content, and well into the double-digit views, great interaction in the chat, just, you know, chats was constantly moving, people are constantly talking, and I've hung around for a few times now, and I just can't seem to figure out what's... No, I don't want to say what's so special, because it's almost like I'm bringing them down, but like, what's the thing? What is a special thing here, basically, that's, you know, what is he doing so well? And in all honesty, he was just chilling, you know, like, you know, not doing too much, just playing his game, driving the train, having a chat with chat. But yet the stats were looking very, very good. And that's been the case more than a few times. Or I've gone to like study a channel or a streamer to try and figure out, you know, what can I learn here? There's been nothing to learn. And so I wonder, is it longevity? Have they just been in the game for longer? Was there like one thing that boosted them that I'm not aware of? You know, I don't know. It can be odd sometimes. Maybe I just need to grow a pair of tits or something, and then just have the camera focus on them. For €3 CP, I mean, I think it's pretty good. It's got pretty good reviews, right? For €3, it's at least worth the 2-hour playtime, and then if you don't like it, refund it. Pyrenees, that's the one, isn't it? It's the mountain range between Spain and France. Oh, okay. It's like the English channel protects us from the French. Okay. Ask someone why they're hating on France to look at their face. I don't even know what that means. Is it like, are you specifically taking a dig at ASR, or is there like a bigger picture there? Els, what are you telling me, my bro? Wish you a great new year, bro, and more greatness, more growth, more self-improvement, less skill issues. Rah, you've touched my heart with that one. Mum's life, you've touched my heart with that one. Thank you, bro. God bless you. God bless you, bro. I've been trying to refrain from saying Happy New Year too much, because I feel like it makes more sense to say it from tomorrow, right? But Happy New Year to you too, bro. Appreciate the messages, man. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the banter. Thank you for the no hezzy sessions. And yeah, thank you for the subs, all the subs as well, man. Every way that you've supported, thank you. As easier the bigger you get, as you gain more traction. Yeah, for sure, dear. And then it gets to a point where you can basically play wherever, and you know, you're good. Like when I switched from mainly like train sim to RP, and I was on an RP for time. Okay, like a good few months, whatever. I lost all my viewers. Even up to now, my channel hasn't recovered from that switch. Up to now, I haven't seen like the average viewership numbers that I was seeing before then. As a matter of fact, my requester route stream yesterday hit was on the average viewership was 11 point something, which was my first time hitting double digits in average viewers since I think before GTRP, and that's been what, a year and a half now. And I've kept trying to, and I've been asking. I have so much conversation even with the missus. I'm like, I don't get it. Like, I'm not doing anything different. I'm doing the content I was doing back then when things were going well. I'm me, right? I'm still me. I don't get it. So yeah, for sure. There's a guy that we were talking about yesterday, who had he was playing like a different train sim, and he had like 500, or I think by the end it was over 600 viewers. And I was watching, and I was on his channel, and on his channel, and I was just looking at all the videos that he's posted. Ridiculous views, obviously, but it was almost every day it's a different game, or different games in the same day, and all of them have crazy viewers. I think when you get to that point where you build up such a loyal following who will be with you no matter what, I think that's like a huge milestone. That's something to like stop and deep for a bit. Oh, Welsh just pisses me off, man. How are these words? How are these words, bro? One of my wishes to 2026 is more Simrole streams. I don't think I'm the only one with a wish. You're not. You're definitely not. You're definitely not the only one. The issue, the reason I haven't been streaming Simrole CP is just because I haven't been enjoying it. Like compared to TSC and TSW, I really don't enjoy it. But one of my biggest issues with it, and it should be coming in an update, and should be sorted, and some other issues that I have with it could be sorted out as well. So it will come back in January. It will come back in January, as long as the update they roll out is what they've said it will be, and it rolls out. There's not some issues where they've had to like roll back the update or whatever. As long as what we expect to happen happens, I'll be on it. And if I go back on it and I'm enjoying it, then you'll start seeing it more often. What went up to 14, Dan? Is it raining? No. I sound just like your brain. Then I'm so sorry, man. During Christmas, I guess a lot of people are not working and on their computer watching Adnan. I'll tell you the true measure of like holidays impacting viewership. Summertime, viewership tends to go up. It should go up on Christmas as well. And I think, dare I say, we've had a small boost this Christmas compared to usual. But summer was trash. I'll be very honest with you. For what I expected to see in the summer, it was trash. I think something streamers often forget is to have a long-term goal. Yes. And that is, for the first time, something I've really sat down and written pages about on, I think it was Sunday. So, yeah, there's Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, just to have goals, short term or long term, is paramount in my opinion to success. The few times I've actually done that, it's turned out well. Even if I didn't achieve those goals, there was significant progress made. But generally speaking, it's something I've slacked with big time, and I've paid the price for it. Flight Sim in 2026. I'll be honest. I'm not gonna lie. So I installed NeoFly yesterday, which is like a career mode kind of add-on for MSFS. Don't know how good it is. I've been watching guides on how to fly certain planes. And so, I mean, where I can find some time to play it, I have been playing it. So it's looking promising. More promising than it's been since I last played it, to be honest. Oh, no. Yeah. Yeah, I think that made sense. Not NeoFly, Nobel. No, I did a brief like research. There's some others that you do have to subscribe to, but this one's completely free. New Zealand already 2026. Sydney still 1 hour to go. Makes sense. At least the issues in SimRoll get corrected. Unlike TSW6, which has old issues. Not ever going to be fixed. Alright, D, do your thing, my man. Happy New Year again, bro. Appreciate the sub. And yeah, man. Love prosperity to you and your family, bro.
The next station stop is Cardiff Queen Street, where this service ends.
I'm not gonna crash a plane. Listen, if I haven't crashed a plane throughout my entire like all the training module stuff, which has been deleted now, by the way. I realized yesterday because I wanted to know exactly what Cessna I was doing the training stuff in, because that's the plane I want to start with. And then the things was 0%, 0%. Come on, man. I don't saw the game, fair enough, but surely the save was somewhere on my drive, you know. But to just violate me like that is crazy. Maybe I deleted it and I forgot. I don't know. But that was pain. GOFS. Browser first sim. A browser sim. Yeah, the fact that it's a browser sim and ASR said GOFS is crazy. It's not looking positive. Don't listen to that advice. But he specifically said to use it as a first sim. So in that context, is it that crazy to use as a first sim? Let's say I've never flown an MSFS. I've never played MSFS. As a first sim, would it be okay? Might as well go Roblox. I mean, to be fair, the flight that I did where ASR was just guiding me the whole way through, operationally, it seemed pretty good. In 2026, we need to see some good bus sims. Or we need to see improvements in the bus sim niche. I'm not happy at the moment. The bus is trash. OMSI has its problems. Fern bus, I could look in the toilet after I'm done having a crap and I'd see Fern bus there, a copy of it. What I mean, it's not looking good for the bus sim genre at all. Explain. Nah. What did I download on my iPad on Christmas? I uninstalled it. There was one that I downloaded on here on Christmas, and I was flying for a bit. And I was like, this is trash. But it wasn't the game that was trash. It was just like the controls. I just didn't like it. It just wasn't working the way. It wasn't nice. It wasn't an enjoyable experience, basically. All right, one more, and we can wish this good night. GFS is peak old school. Oh man, if only there was, if only I remembered the name of it. There used to be this driving sim. It's like a browser driving sim that I used to play. Let me see if I can, if I can just find it really quick, that'll be great. I don't even know if it exists. I would be very surprised if it still exists to this day. What's slow roads? Nah. This is way too advanced. Way too advanced. What's this? Nah, man. This game, yeah, it was like a top down view. And it was a top down view. And the wheel would turn 900 degrees. That was the first thing. That was like the first game that I encountered that had 900 degrees turning. The map was very, very small. And how did I manage to change that without opening the cover? That was weird. Oh, there's a little thing right there. And there was a car that you could drive. There was a bus that you could drive. There was a truck that you could drive. And I would just let my imagination go wild, man, with that little map, 2D graphics, top-down view like it was GTA 3. It'd be so cool to remember the name of it and see if it exists or not, but I doubt it. If anyone's played a game like that, and it was on a browser, like it wasn't its own thing you download. It was literally a browser game. Please let me know, because you might have the name, but it's long gone out of my memory, man. Beat you to it, God. What do you mean in 2026 you're going to see nothing? What does that even mean? What are you referring to? Oh, no bus game. If we're being honest, 365 days from now, we're going to be in the exact same position in that regard. How about we do something about that, Nabil? How about we start working on our own one? How about that? Let's change the narrative. Not really, CP. Not really. Not that I won't play it here and there. But there's not much in the way of like longevity for me. It's not a game that I can play every day, for example. Like I was on it a few days ago after the Ships at Sea stream. Well, during that stream, but after I finished playing Ships at Sea, I opened Roblox after a great recommendation on a Steam review that I saw, and I wanted to play with the BYD bus, which was a bus that I was saying needs to come into the game. The last time I played, and the devs themselves were being mysterious and were like, "No, we have no plans to bring that into the game," and then they bring it into the game. Anyway, I wanted to play with that bus. But it was for like subscribers only or whatever. You basically had to pay, and I wasn't about to do that. I mean, to be fair, Nabil, maybe they could be a bit immature, but ultimately, business is business, man. As frustrating as it is, there will be people who would pay for it. They make their money. Roblox is a massive money maker for a lot of people. How are they still coming out after the doors were closed? And that is it for the Transport for Wales Class 142. Minus the bugs, as always. I felt like it was great. Good stuff. Right, West Coast Mainline we go. And then we'll do this one afterwards. I've only got 2 runs to do here. Quite long to be fair, but just 2 runs nonetheless. Also, I was meant to go and find the livery mod for the LNWR services. And I forgot. I was so certain they were meant to come with what is it? With the timetable mod. Let's see the hazard lights. I'm looking for DSD. Oh my god. That too. Does it not exist on here? No, it's somewhere. Where is it? Ah, it's over here. Cool. We'll remember that. I do like the blue gauges. They look pretty cool. Are we not moving? Okay. Oh, that's way too dark. I don't mind the little yellow light. Is the local all shaky? It's got Alzheimer's. love the lights here. Looks so nice. Why do you have sparks flying there? Okay. Well, I can't see anything. Well, I mean, they're there in the base game ASR, but they don't look as nice. What the enhancement pack does to like those lights and just almost every light on West Coast Main Line Overshot is beyond greatness. The general fault light is on because I don't know. How am I going to know what the general fault is? Maybe it's a broken GSMR lighting, I don't know. Started everything properly. Brakes are released. We're moving. Engine stop light is on. Oh, there you go. Go figure. Go figure, mate. Maybe I'm bugging. Maybe I'm bugging. But if you ask me, it does seem like the engine is very much alive and well. I did see the hazard light as well. It's doing the same thing as the GSMR lighting on the buttons. The flickering. I wouldn't trust the lights. Although we did have wheel slip before. But not anymore. I don't remember whether those lights were on all the time when it first came out. I know the GSMR has always been funky. But I don't know about the rest of it. It's a shame they haven't done anything about the GSMR. The fact that it's been that way since release. You wouldn't think it's something super difficult to tend to. Handbrake is not on, no. I don't think we'd be moving at this pace if the handbrake was on. It's released. Dan! Congratulations, mate. You're welcome of human beings. is that super loud just for me, or is it super loud for you lot as well? That's ridiculous. That was another problem. I mentioned all of these things in my should you buy video. If it was bass boosted, it would be okay. It's like the pitch has been just completely turned up. My should you buy video of this DLC did so badly in terms of viewership. I think it's actually a pretty good video. Oh yeah, this was Skyhook. I also made a video about that. That didn't do as well as it should have. I made a whole video dedicated to Skyhook. And yeah, their fall off basically. And I believe that they indeed have fallen off. Well, YouTube can play a part in it, but did you share it? Have you mentioned it anywhere? Have you watched it? I'm mentioning it to you. You didn't mention it to me. If I don't have support, you know, you can blame YouTube all day. But if there's no comments on the videos, if there's no likes, what's YouTube meant to do with it? It doesn't go by, oh, this is some good content. It goes by, okay, a lot of people watch this, a lot of people like this, a lot of people are talking about this, let's push this video. It's all algorithm and statistics. You're opening the algorithm by watching till the end. I guess watch time plays a part as well, yeah. I get... Where's my stats? There was a stat, I don't know how I found it, but there's some stats I was looking at for Twitch. And it showed me how many people... let me see if I can find it. Okay, I'll find it if I have the time, but basically it showed me like how many people got the notification on their phone, and I was shocked because over 200 people get notifications for my streams. But then all in all, the number of like unique viewers over the entire stream, people who have stayed, people who just stopped by, hovers usually around somewhere between 30 and 50 or 30 and 60. And I purposely don't set YouTube videos to trigger notifications. It was an advice that I saw because people might get sick of the notifications, and instead of just turning the notifications off, they might just like unsubscribe altogether basically on YouTube. And so for a couple of years now I've been doing the notifications, but I think I'm going to start doing them again and just see if it makes a difference. It's always good to experiment here and there. Doesn't help when YouTube keep changing the way they do things every 2 months, but we'll do what we can. I think I want to get my window open. It's toasty. Ouch! Try and clear this before it starts bleeding out my eardrums. 3 of them as well. Okay, I gotta wait for the sunflower light to turn off, and then if I acknowledge, it will accept it without it making the noise. I don't think there'll be much I can do about the dings though, whenever we go past the green signal, but those aren't as violent, so should be alright. I'm actually surprised to see there's no passengers there. Like, it makes sense given the time, but it's also TSW, so All of our lights are all still on. Not all of them, but all the ones that we had on before. I mean, to be fair, the most valid one is general fault, considering this is tweaking out. That's tweaking out. These lights are on for some reason. So I guess technically, there is a general fault, one way or another. I didn't even know that was a thing. Hello, Mr. Jackson. How you doing, my man? Day's going pretty well. I'm not gonna lie, I've got a bit of a headache. Aside from that, though, all is well. Wait, day's going well, or do you also have a headache? Day's going well. Good. Have you recovered now from your pneumonia? No man gives you a headache. How? Not relevant. That's very suspicious. But I won't dig. Almost fine again. Good. You've been recovering. I've been in a weird state of like almost ill, but not ill. I've just been coughing up some very interesting things from my chest for the past like 3 weeks now. This week has been a bit scary, but I think it's okay now. 3 long weeks. Sounds about right, to be fair. Sounds about right. Not something I want to go through, man. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, it could be relevant. There's something peaceful about seeing like freight services at night. Near where I live, there's always one at a station. I don't know, man. It's just something about. It's always a 66. Something about hearing like that engine just going. It's always there. I think waiting for faster trains to pass. And I just always imagine how nice it would be to just be, I don't know, just sitting in the driver's seat, just comfy. I don't know if that's odd. Oh, okay. But yeah, usually if we're talking like smoking, because I know people who come off smoking cigarettes, they cough up some very interesting things after they quit. So if it was cigs that you were smoking, then that would make sense. There are a lot of those type of names all over the UK. Just basically, it gives it to you as it is, you know. No fancy naming scheme. No need for excess creativity. This place is based here, so we're gonna call it this place, and whatever the thing is. And you know what? I'm not mad at it. Simplicity. It's either that, or they would name it. They would name the thing after somebody, in somebody's honor. Yeah, basically. From what I've seen, that's more or less how it is. For some reason, there's a lot of like UK places there. I don't know what historically, you know, what the glaze was about, but it's always, you know what? It's actually annoying. Because why are you calling places Birmingham and London and Hampstead? I guess either that or something military related. Well, you know what? It potentially it follows the same like pattern, but I'm happy to let them have that one. But it is interesting because realistically, York is very British, right? So whether they thought putting their own spin on it was cool. Yeah, Yorkshire pudding, Yorkshire in general, York. It's very British. What do you mean anymore, ASR? Yep. Surely that's not a reference to the video that I have in mind, Jackson. Surely not. It was called New York. It was originally called New Amsterdam. I don't believe that. That just sounds ridiculous. That's that's one of those videos. Yeah. That's one of those videos that I can never skip. I have to watch it, and I laugh every single time. What a classic! Oh, an actual classic. Oh, Nabil, I've got an Ula playing on my phone. I've been watching a lot more Brocken TV recently, you know, with the missus, and she's been enjoying it. And she started picking up words. New York was originally called New Amsterdam when founded by the Dutch in the 1620s, but the English took control in 1664 and renamed it New York in honor of the Duke of York, later King Charles II's brother James. The Dutch briefly recaptured it in 1673, renaming it New Orange before it was permanently returned to the English. Well. That is some very interesting history. I'm not even gonna lie. That's very interesting. So it genuinely is like from York, like the British York. So just more lack of originality. How do you even know the guys are in an Audi, Jackson? I've never been able to determine what car they were in. They're recording out of the window. That video has the same energy as the guy that works at a drive-through with the hat and the backpack, and he's just high out of his mind. Oh, you're a nerd, Jackson. I thought I was a nerd. You're a bigger nerd than me when it comes to cars. What are you referring to, Nabil? World of Subways 3. I need a source for World of Subways 3. I need a source, man. I can make a whole YouTube video on that if I have the game. Which World of Subways though? Because there were a bunch. Or is it all of them? If it's all of them, we have to negotiate something, bro. I need 3. I need 3, bro. Oh, just Berlin. They saw this guy's German and thought, you know what, just let him have Berlin, man. That's it. And the Bill hasn't gifted himself one. What makes you think that he'll give you one? Brave of you to assume. He's just gonna say, yeah, you go first. There you go. He's giving you game. He's put you on game. It's true, you know. I haven't. Yeah, you haven't complained in a while, Nabil, about the ads. It makes sense. Is this meant to be like 3D? That's basically just like an OMSI texture. But they've just put a picture. Just put a picture there. Jackson, I don't think he's gonna gift you one back. It's really not ASR. It's very much. Are you aware of the game that we're talking about here? Are you sure? Are you sure? Are you sure? OMSI is the game that you're referring to. Thank you, Jackson. Appreciate you. But I think it looks really pretty. You can't tell. You can kind of see it, but I've decorated my stands. You can't even see the other one. There it is. Still Christmassy, you know. Still got the snow falling. Still got the lights all here. I was actually meant to have like actual lights behind me, but I just forgot about them. We've got them somewhere at home. I wouldn't say it's a tree per se, Jackson, but thank you. Yeah, the OMSI texture's resolution is this. It looks like this. This is the OMSI texture resolution. As a matter of fact, this is even worse because it's clipping. Look at this. I didn't even notice that this was clipping. I don't know how well you can see it. You can see that there's a different shade. There's different shades between this part and this part. So this needs to move a bit more to the right. This is quite a badly, in terms of attention to detail. Between that, the flickering here, the flickering there, the wrong lights on, the ridiculous volume of AWS and DSD, and the weird shakiness of the cab when we're standing still. I do not recommend buying this DLC. I'll be very honest. My advice is don't buy this DLC. No, the textures are still bad, ASR. The textures are the same. It's just that they haven't placed them properly here. But the actual textures themselves are exactly the same. It looks like that in real life. You know what, Jackson? Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm wrong. And I'm just being a fool here. Is this gonna be we pass this next instruction and then the signal turns green magically? Please, man, we've left that in TSW2. Please. We left that behavior in TSW2, man. I guess we didn't. I guess we didn't. The inconsistencies continue. It's far away, my friend, far away. Why would this just open? Why would this just open? You're making a vital error. You're asking good questions. Questions that should be answered. Exactly. Uh-huh. Aerosol was a disgrace to the community in early years. Besides bad games, or just like low effort games, or release and forget games. Where else did they... Where else were they disappointments? ASR, your name's not as blue as it usually is, and it's a little bit annoying. It's like very, very, very slightly darker than usual. And it's a little bit annoying. Their founding is crazy. What do you mean only for who are you referring to, Jackson? No, I do. All I do on that monitor is just my streaming stuff. I don't touch anything. I don't touch the display itself, which is a shame because it is a pretty cool display. Curved screen, 4 inches bigger than this one, but it's always had weird colors on it. It's like it's got HDR that's not really HDR. 165 hertz. It's a very cool monitor, I'm not gonna lie, but the fact that I'm using it as my streaming monitor, I think says a lot. Maybe it's my eyes. He's done it again. He's done it again. Oh, Coronel. He's done it again. Thank you very much for the raid, my man. How was your stream? Welcome back, Cardinians. I'll see if I can do it on my phone. I know it didn't work. It didn't work yesterday very well, but let's give it another go. Because Dan was saying that it's worked for him before when he's done shoutouts. See, there are actually there are other things I can do, but it just doesn't seem to work. It doesn't want to do it, Dan. Doesn't want to do it, mate. I'll do it myself. I've turned off nothing. I've been on my phone. I'm trying to do the shout out on my phone. I haven't even been looking at my screen. Oh god. There we go. If you're not following Cardo already, I don't know what you're doing. The thing is, when I do slash, Dan, it gives me a bunch of like different ones. There's warn, timeout, ban, and just a bunch of other ones. But there's no shout out. And when I start like typing it, there's no like auto-complete thing. So maybe if I just do it all manually, it would have the same effect. But it's not looking promising. I've turned them back on. It works in mod view, thank you. Oh, but Dan's saying it doesn't. You don't have to be in mod view. Well, next time I'll try it in just regular chat and see if it works. If it doesn't work, then I'll try it in mod view. And if it still doesn't work, then I'll just stick to doing it on the PC. But welcome, Raiders. We are playing through the Nuclear Cargo DLC pack that was released a few months ago. We are on our way from Milton Keynes to... Where are we going to? It's not going to be Euston. Wilson Junction. You've got the brand new Class 20s that will be driving on here. When we go to the other West Coast mainland route, we'll be driving, I believe, the Class 47s. So some classic traction. That I wasn't aware of, Dan. Let me. Okay, yeah, I can do that on here. Yeah, if I tap a name, I can shout them out. Yeah. So that will probably just be what I'll do next time then. Yeah, what ASR is saying, Kardar, is generally speaking they do look good. They do. There are some issues with this DLC, however, which is why, even as an ambassador, I'm saying my advice. I'm not gonna say do or don't do. My advice is don't buy this. You've got some flickering here that happens here, all over here, and these two, there you go, thank you very much. Light show just for me. These are on for no reason. You can see this is dancing here. You will hear how loud the alerts are. AWS, DSD, vigilance, whatever. And then this is a misplaced texture. As you can see, it hasn't been placed properly as it should have. Was there any more? I don't know, maybe. So, at first glance, it's nice. However, if you start looking into the fine details, it's a bit malicious. Oh yeah, the cab shake. When the train's not moving, the loco's just doing a bit of a dance. Aye. The loco's just doing a bit of a dance, which is also interesting, of course. Dad? See no evil, hear no evil. It's a class 20 Nobel, specifically. Which one? 20/3. Old String Box Gaming. Welcome. Rowdy passengers shaking the train. Except it's a little bit scarier than that, because we're literally hauling 3 nuclear flasks. So it's not looking good. It's not looking good, unfortunately. Potentially what's happening. Maybe one with unwanted effects, but listen, my job is to get this train to where it's going and take myself safely home. So whatever happens to whoever afterwards, it's not really my concern. The Brits built living rooms on rails for some reason. What do you mean living rooms on rails? That sounds great. Oh, I need to stop. Oh, we are going rather fast. It looks like a DIY project. My friends, it has its purpose, and I think it tends to that purpose rather well. Also, where is it? Right, so these locks, you can check the lock. So they've made it possible to check the lock. That's always locked, by the way. And that's cool. That's cute. It's a nice little feature. No problem. However, there's not a single scenario that involves you going around the train and checking little details like that. So why they've implemented it and done nothing with it is beyond me. It's a cute little detail, but why wouldn't you do something with it? Because all the scenarios are very basic A to Bs. So there's definitely room for some creativity. No, Skyhook's, something's happened at Skyhook, man. Either somebody's left that was like the creative mind, or, I mean, I guess their priority right now is Lawnmower Simulator, right? So maybe they're focused on their Lawnmower Sim. But they have fallen off, man. They for sure have fallen off. I'm not glazing the Brits 2026 new me. I don't know why you were doing it in the first place, boss. This yard actually looks really nice in this lighting. Really nice. Funny what a little bit of attention to detail can do. Gonna have a bit of a crawl here as we stick to the 10-mile-an-hour limit. You're not going to step foot in the UK anymore. So what are you going to do with your residencies in Canary Wharf? Oh my god, these trains look like evil eyes. Oh, Wembley looks cool. I'll go to the evil trains in a minute. Wembley looks cool with the arch lit up. They all look like evil eyes. Goodness me, there's a little pendolinos here. Jesus. If this was a console experience, God forbid I'd be able to read any text. It would just be one big blurry mess. Why is there like a random container here? What's the purpose of this? Why are there why are these random containers plopped down here? Interesting. Oh, why have we come to a stop? I guess I missed an alert of some sort. See, another issue I have with the game. Oh, TPWS. Why? We're going at 10 miles an hour. And I don't believe that was even red. So why has TPWS for what reason? Sit it for a minute. I heard there's a vacancy in Austria as an ÖBB announcer. Oh, listen, Nabil. I think Nabil would pay someone. Nabil would pay somebody to fill that seat. 100%. 100%. Right. We've been allowed to go. The instrument lights have turned themselves off again. That's also something that keeps happening. This is the second time it's happened now. This lighting is actually crazy accurate for the UK. All that, yes, all that. I think we would all prefer that, to be honest. FPS. I thought as much. Why are look at the G-force thing. It's all the way down, which means that we should be stopping. I've turned the throttle off. Don't get this DLC. I don't think I've heard what the DTG announcements sound like for Summerangbarn. Like the default ones. Beautiful Freightliner livery. That is a mod. You can barely see it, but... Oh, there we go. Nice stuff. Oh, you're right. Yes. They don't. Yeah, I think I've got a bunch of liveries for the 66. We got Colas, Freightliner, of course. I believe I've got GBRF. Pretty sure I've got GBRF as well. Lazy meets lazy. Yeah, yeah. Because there is definitely potential to actually produce something good working alongside AI. But AI is always going to be interesting by itself. And if you're only going to rely on it and not do anything with what it gives you, it's going to be a trash experience. Also, why there are 3 different DSD pedal pressed tabs on the side. Aye. That I don't know. Again, that was something even from early access or pre-release was a problem. It's a lovely day today, you know. Blue skies. Why do you not do the runs you want to do, but with journey modes of going chronological? Because my brain won't let me. There has to be an order. Otherwise, how do I choose what to do? How do I decide what to do? Don't think I haven't thought about it before. I definitely have. It's a valid explanation. It's a valid explanation. And it's a truth. What more do you want? You want me to lie to you? I don't do that. Whenever you ever known me to be a liar? It's a mark of greatness. It's a mark of greatness. I do whatever I feel, and I feel up to doing it. I feel up to doing it this way. Hello, monkey. Signal called BS. I'm not sure what on. Probably the DLC. It's almost like it was welcoming it. Welcome, so basically saying BS. You know, come through. Come this way. Yes, Nabil. Actually. Otherwise I wouldn't do it. Like, my brain is partly to blame, but also, I wouldn't torture myself doing things a particular way. Although I've done that in the past, so I don't know what's true and what's not. But if I wasn't content with it, I'm gonna go back to what I said the last 10 times you've said this. It's a train sim. It's a train sim. It's train sim. You know? I mean, yes, if you're somebody who likes something very specific within the genre, yes, some people like high speed, some people like freight, some people like shunting, some people like local passenger routes. I don't necessarily have a preference. I like doing a bit of this, I like doing a bit of that, I like doing a bit of this and a bit of that. But funnily enough, if I absolutely had to choose, genuinely, I think shunting as my favorite. But let's say I was given a choice and whatever I selected was all I could do for like forever, then maybe in that situation I would say like like intercity style services. Please don't piss me off with Bakerloo, bro. Bakerloo was actually a chore to get through. That one is actually a chore. But that was more so just due to like how much there was. What do you mean Bakerloo is my route? What does that even mean? Old String Box Gaming, welcome on board, my man. Thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate you. What do you even mean by that? Is the train dancing? Yeah, you can tell by the bottom of the image. It's just going back and forth very slowly. Just lurking now, you're more than welcome to, man. You're more than welcome to. Lurking on a train sim stream is, yeah, it's probably one of very, very, very few like niches where it actually makes sense. Turn off the light. No. I turn it off, you say turn it on. I turn it on, you say turn it off. No. I refuse to listen to you anymore. And in all honesty, I think this is a very rare case of where I actually prefer it to be on. This is just a bit much. Like realistically, in this scenario, these lights would have like a slight reflection on things, and your eyes would slowly sort of put two and two together. It wouldn't just be pitch black like this. Why? Which is why, sorry, I really like what JetWatch did with the lighting on the other West Coast mainline route, the Preston to Carlisle, because the interior lights do exactly that. They reflect on everything around them, and it makes for a beautiful like experience, in all honesty. Welcome back, Mr. Jackson. Why is the TPWS panel the wrong way? I mean, I assume like this area is where they just decided they would put everything and then leave everything else alone. This is not used anymore. That's like old school. NRN, I think it's called. A DIY project with a very big responsibility. I hope there's no wheel slip in there. Imaginary wheel slip. To give a loco hauling literal nuclear matter. I think you got to put a bit of respect on it. Still no sun coming out of the trays. That's another wild thing. Although I'm so certain it happens on some. It happens on some. It works on some, but it doesn't on others. Just the usual inconsistencies. What do you mean it's like that in real life, Jackson? That trains have no sand? If a train was running with no sands, where's the headlights on that train? It'll be a bit of a concern. Oh, you're a train. Ah, okay. Sorry, my bad. I didn't think to consider the possibility. If I say you're not, I'll get in trouble. He made a statement so trashy with his gang clout. What are you talking about? Jackson, I wouldn't dare. I would not dare. If you take the matter to X, I'm finished. On some trains, but to be honest, the experience I'm talking of is quite old. Like back in, what was the latest CSW that I saw working sand in? I think either 4 or 3. Either 4 or 3. Since then, I haven't really seen sand have any effect. Like sometimes you can even hear it. You'll actually hear it sometimes, but it won't do anything. See how often they sand, really? It's not frowned upon, but I think train drivers are usually recommended to try and use it as little as possible, right? Because it can cause damage to the rails, especially on switches. I think, especially on switches. Yeah, they shouldn't use it on switches, which makes sense. I wonder if the Expert 101 has working sand. That would be interesting to see. And same with the upcoming, what's it, 14... Is it 145? That's coming. That's going to be the second Expert loco as well. Expert 145 has an effect by no graphics. See, now I don't know if my brain's making this up or what, but I seem to remember, like I have it playing in my head, seeing the sand actually come out. It was very basic, just normal basic Unreal Engine textures, but it was there. I remember it. Maybe it was just back then when it would actually work. No, it's, you should, of course. Always trust me, man. Yeah, but see, I'm quite fond of trains, so we can get along. I agree, Nabil. Yeah, I agree. It should have had, Jesus, its own dedicated engine for sure. The games that I play that have their own engines all play very well and are able to develop very well as well. If you're new here, please do consider following, subscribing. I'm on YouTube as well, TikTok. Some decent content on TikTok. Instagram, not so much, but we'll work on that. 2026 is the year that Instagram makes a comeback. Because I was taking it seriously for a bit, then just deleted everything off it. No shot I've driven 200 miles with this. If they're talking about the Class 20 in general, then maybe. Because I've done like the 40s Valley Line journey mode. But with this 20, absolutely not. And we also have a Discord. If you type in !Discord in chat, you'll be given a link. You're welcome to join our community, where you'll find the schedule for the week, any special announcements, any information on giveaways, and a bunch of other topics for all sorts of different conversations. Mr. Toes, good to see you. How are you doing? It's quite warm in here. It's toasty. With hang here, some might even say toasty. Mic drop. No, but that's exactly my point. Yes, Nabil, that's exactly my point. 2026 is the year it makes a comeback. I should probably delete everything I've got there as well and just start afresh. I don't even think I've uploaded my new logo. I'm very well, thank you, Hank. How has your festive period been? What TikTok comeback? Nabel? What are you referring to? Very festive. I love that. That's great, man. What do you mean, this guy? I'm just trying to wonder, bro. Just trying to wonder what you're referring to, you know? Some clarity would be greatly appreciated. How can I forget? We also do weekly Request the Route streams, which is basically I've got all the DLC in TSW6, so come on, request literally whatever you want to see. Any DLC at all. Give approximately 30 minutes between requests. Streams usually 4 or 5 hours long, so there's enough time there. And so yeah, if you're considering buying a piece of DLC, or you know, considering yeah, same thing, considering making a purchase on something, I can basically be your test subject. Also, as a DCG ambassador, I get early access DLCs as well, so I usually stream. Well, the embargo lifts the day before, so I'll usually be streaming a forthcoming DLC the day before. And the purpose of that stream is literally for you to come and say, listen, show us this, show us that, what's the sound like, what's the horn like, is it buggy, is it not, is it worth the money, is it not? You'll get my honest opinions. No, heck, even Christmas, even Holiday Express. Even Holiday Express. The term is still banned in chat, but with a bit of creativity, you can find a way around it. But I've got that. And believe it or not, I paid for it. Welcome back, Mr. ASR. It happened again. It genuinely happened again. Nabil, I know he hasn't been able to load the game, but I mean, that's the one, like, really negative thing that I've seen other than you crapping on it. It is an interesting issue, though. It is a very interesting issue, considering I think he's got enough storage. It's not like a widespread problem that I've heard about. It's a shame. Well, I mean, if you get to the loading screen, I think that's where the experience begins. That's basically what Jackson has, ASR. I think he's been scammed. Maybe he bought his game on the market and then that's what they gave him instead. I've had those same issues buying things from Moroccan markets when I was younger. Getting flashed. Thank you very much, Coriel Weathers. Welcome to the stream. Welcome on board. I used to get games for PS2. Basically, you'd flash. It was called flashing. I don't know what the like proper term is. You'd flash your PS2 there, and then get games for literally 50p, the equivalent of 50p. But sometimes you'd buy a game that has the cover of something, and then you'd put it in your disc, in your console, and it would be a completely different game. Sometimes the game wouldn't load. Other times the game just wouldn't work and you'd get the red screen of death. You need 10k for your flight sim experience. What does that even mean? Are you trying to build like a proper cabin in your room? Imagine you get to a restaurant and pay beforehand because it's a food truck or something, and you pay and just get nothing. But see, here's the thing: you've got the game, you paid for the game, you've got the game, but you can't play the game. So it's like you've got the food, but let's say there's hair in it, or a bird was flying over and it pooed in it, or one way or another the food became inedible. You have to wait 5 hours for your food. Okay, see, now that would indeed be a legit rage bait. Hank, I'm going to mute you for that if you continue. Yeah, PlayStation is a bit of a, not a nightmare necessarily to refund, but it's definitely a more difficult process than Steam. Used to be the worst of VHS tapes. You know what? We only really had VHS tapes for like things that we recorded. I was gonna say family movies, but I think that sounds a bit strange. What color is your RGB? Good question. Good question. And tell me the numbers. I want to know by number and letters. Is it FF66992 or is it FF67992? You've been served food in a plate and has a 10-digit keypad at the top to open the plate. Well, no, because the food is there for you to eat, right? He's got the game and he can load it and open it whenever he wants. But when he tries to take a bite, yes, it's like overcooked steak. You cut it, you put it in your mouth, and you're just chewing and you're chewing and you're chewing and you're chewing as the game's loading and loading and loading, and you can't swallow it. You can't swallow it. What do you mean I missed the joke? Was it what color is your Bugatti joke? Come on, man. You underestimate my knowledge. You underestimate my ball knowledge. $5K for the PC, $5K for the rest. You know what? I was going to say, what are you talking about, $5K for a PC? But then I remembered the RAM pricing. Can I be honest, yeah? Am I bugging, or is this whole thing about RAM overblown? I went to Amazon the other day and I just googled like 32 gigabytes of RAM DDR4. Like, it's even still fresh on my search list. And it wasn't that crazy. Like, it was definitely overpriced compared to like last year or so. But it wasn't that deep. Okay, so 32 gigabytes of RAM at 3200 megahertz, and this is a Corsair bundle as well. 26 of 16, 176, which is way more expensive than what it once was, yes, but it's not what I've been seeing online. Can't wait for the... Everyone's talking... That's the new thing now. AI bubble's gonna pop. That's the new thing. It's not. It's not gonna pop. 16 gigabyte RAM is the most valued part. AI bubble's not gonna pop. It's literally the future. Where do you think it's gonna go? And companies will just continue pushing the boundaries, pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. What do you mean your relationships to ChatGPT? What relationship have you got, and why have you got a relationship of any sort with ChatGPT? That reminds me of when ChatGPT 5 came out, people were genuinely mad and upset because ChatGPT, they had built like a relationship in their minds anyway with ChatGPT 4. And so it was like a fresh kind of thing when 5 came out. So much so that I think they had to that was when they either rolled it back or just they gave people the option to use ChatGPT 4. Well, yeah, like that hype ASR, right? The bubble is like the hype. But like I said, companies are going to keep on pushing and pushing and pushing until more efficient methods of hosting these data centers comes out. This is all like we know for now. So I don't think it's going to go anywhere. Also, my frame's 60. It does not feel like I'm playing at 60. It feels weird. There's a lot of juddering. ChatGPT's rage baiting you. Could you give us an example, Nabil? Just for the purpose of entertainment. I mean, Jackson, I think that example is more understandable than having a relationship with ChatGPT. Like physically having a toy of that sort, right? Whether it's one you've made yourself or not, you get more out of it than talking to a computer and pretending. The thing is, you know that the thing you're doing is inanimate and dead. But the people that have these relationships with AIs, the thing's talking to you as if it's human. Do you get it? Like, it's easy to forget that you're just talking to ones and zeros. Oh, that's easily achievable, ASR. Why not? I'll see if I can sort him out. Yeah, but see, if you try with your lawnmower or a plane, to be honest, you will learn the hard way. That's some people, they learn. There's an easy way to learn things and there's a difficult way to learn things. That's what I tell my kids. You can either listen to advice and not do that with a lawnmower or a model plane, or you can go ahead and do it anyway and learn why you were advised not to do so. Let's check general chat. I'm gonna read this out loud, yeah? He posted it publicly anyway. So you've said, hello. ChatGPT has responded, hello. How can I help you today? You said, help me. ChatGPT said, of course, I'm here to help. Tell me a bit about what you need help with right now. You said, I don't know. It has told you, that's okay. You don't have to know yet. We can figure it out together. White heart. If it helps, here are a few easy ways we can start. You can pick one or just react to it. So did it give you a list of problems? Did it give you a list of problems following that bit of the chat? Who is actually in love with the train station building? There's that show, Jackson. Just to highlight some oddness. I will do in a second, Bill. There's that show that shows people that eat strange things. I mean, there's people that eat air freshener. They drink air freshener, or whether they spray air freshener in their mouth and they consume it. There's a guy that was eating bricks. There was a woman who ate, like, she would open up mattresses and the foam inside, she would eat it. There's a guy who's addicted to breast milk, although that one I can kind of understand. And then there was another sort of documentary thing, which was where I saw a guy who had a sexual relationship with his car, and like he would kiss the car, caress it, have sexual intercourse with it. So I mean, there's nothing new under the sun. There's a girl on TikTok who has a relationship with a train. Right, so the rest of the conversation of Nabil's ChatGPT matter says, brain emoji, talk it out. Something's on your mind, but it's fuzzy. Anxious face emoji, feeling stuck or overwhelmed, emotionally or mentally. Books emoji, help with something practical, school, work, writing, planning. Speech bubble emoji, just want company, a calm conversation. Bullseye emoji, random help, advice, ideas, or motivation. You can also just say how you're feeling right now. Even one word is fine. What do you mean eat whatever you like? What do you mean eat whatever you... No. Dobby said freaky GPT. You can find all of that on our Discord. You cannot eat whatever you like. So if I start, okay, so I'm on stream and I have a bowl and you're seeing some interesting thing come out of the bowl and you're asking, oh, what, out of curiosity, what's that you're eating? And I say, oh, I don't know. Cables. I'm eating cables. You're seeing that I'm eating cables. I'm chewing. You said that's okay. You would just say, "Oh, cool, that's cool, man. Yeah, you do you. You do you, man. That's cool. That's fine." Also, try to tell AI that you want to have the last words. It will not obey. Of course not. It will respond. That's all. It responds. I don't know if the seahorse emoji thing is still a thing. If you ask it to if you ask it to give you a seahorse emoji, it loses its mind. I don't know if they fixed it or not. It would just keep waffling, yapping and yapping and yapping and yapping, and it doesn't stop. It just keeps yapping, just saying random things. Oh, Dan, I couldn't condense what we're talking about, even if I tried, mate. It's about 3 different topics, and they're all as insane as each other. Why is my thing moving? I kid you not, my mouse is still. I'm looking at my mouse. Oh, is this thing haunted? My mouse wasn't moving. You know, I don't know, man. For playing in 4K, I mean, you can't even tell that's a 6. You'd think the resolution could be a little better. What do we map P at 2 o'clock? Newegg is a US electronics store. Actually, they also have a UK digital store as well, I think. Yeah, but if it's in dollars ASR, then maybe it's a US problem, mate. Because if you look at what about Spanish tech stores? What, you know, even Amazon. If you go on Amazon and just type in 32 gigabytes of RAM, DDR4, or even DDR5 at this point. Let me specifically look at DDR5. Is the issue specifically with DDR5 or just RAM in general? I was under the impression it was RAM in general. Okay, so for 32 gigabytes of DDR5, I'm seeing £320, £344, 308. Now, what was DDR5 pricing like before that? Because I never really had a reason to search for it. Is Newegg gonna be old egg next year? We're not doing that today, bro. We're not doing that today. 119 euros for Suyu. Yeah, see? So, I mean, what's going on? Why is it, like, is the UK exempt from this madness? 2 gigabytes. 2 gigabytes of RAM. What am I going to do with 2 gigabytes of RAM? No, you are not certified to make bad jokes either. Don't think because I haven't banned you yet for them that it's okay. €36 for 8 gigabytes of DDR2 RAM. Oh yeah, you're in the Netherlands. Yeah, so Hank, so if you go and search for 32 gigabytes of RAM DDR5, what sort of pricing do you come across? Oh my god. You know what? I've been going past a couple of greens and I realized nothing was dinging away. And I thought, that's a bit odd. Not realizing I've been driving this entire time with them isolated. DDR2 RAM has still been using rocking internet cafes. I don't know what they had in them PCs, bro, but they would actually run games quite solidly. San Andreas, never an issue. World of Warcraft. There used to be one guy that used to live on my neighborhood, who would be at the internet cafe, like minimum 12 hours a day playing World of Warcraft. And because of that, I was scared to ever play it myself because I thought, oh my god, like I'm gonna be addicted to it. Better keep it turned off if it's loud. Yeah, but it's not realistic. I see DDR5 32 gig for 335. What do you mean, but not a clue if that's the right thing to do? That's the price I was seeing in pounds. No, Bill, no. As a matter of fact, transfers per second is a more accurate measure. That's ball knowledge. Jackson's got ball knowledge. And it also makes more sense if I'm not mistaken as well. Don't ask me about the specifics. It was a long time ago that I had it explained, but yeah. 32 gigabytes DDR5 is on €450. How much is £300 in euros? Let me quickly do the conversion. Let's say £350. GBP to euro, €400. Okay, so even then it's still slightly more expensive. Why is it? We're good. Okay, we're not good. It's not great over here, but it's much better than seemingly everywhere else. Jackson, if you've got the money and it's not going to be a thing to you, more power to you. But this is not it's not the time to build a PC. I'll be very honest with you, boss. If you can get it like a used, even what companies that are selling, who is it? There's a company that sells, you build you build a computer on their website and they sell you a pre-built PC basically. I read it yesterday or watched it yesterday. Basically, they started shipping out PCs with no RAM. So it's basically like DIY your RAM. Which honestly is probably the best thing they can do right now, because it saves you from the overpricing that was there anyway. And you're free to choose whatever you like. Get a used PC. I'm sure even used PCs now probably, I'm sure people are seeing the prices and marking up their PCs because of it. 1 month of rent in Barcelona. I think that's like, I mean, you can apply that logic to GPUs forever, ASR. But yeah, Jackson, I would say find a good used deal. If not that. The thing is, I can say wait, but from what I've been seeing recently from multiple sources, this thing might last for a while. Like well over a year. So I don't know what to tell you, boss. Not gonna lie. I don't know what to tell you. I've read everything. Oh, when he said when he said you're not gonna buy anything, was that because I initially took it as because of the situation, you're not going to buy anything, as opposed to you never intended to buy anything in the first place. Well, I mean, that's what scarcity does, Hank. When something is, when something becomes a rare product, that's it, cooked. Nabil, I swear you've been saying that for a minute. Yeah, but even if they produce less and make it scarce, that's literally it. It being scarce is why it's expensive in the first place. So that won't solve the cost issue. Bro, set up a GoFundMe. People will donate. Jackson, when they try to do that to me once, I track them on the app and I wait outside. There was a guy that I caught. I left work early a few years ago. Because a guy kept doing it. He kept doing it. He wouldn't even like ring. At that time I was staying with my parents. He wouldn't even ring the doorbell. He would come and then he would go to the area, say that no one was home, and then leave. And one day, and he did it 2 times. On the 3rd day, I left work early and I just sat there waiting for him. And he tried it. I watched him. He came to the main door. It was a block. He came to the main door and then just turned around and went back to the car. And I came out and I was like, yo, are you good? That part, that's for what you're holding there is for me. He was trying to put it back in the van. And then he started waffling and he started trying to yap. Els better be my top 1 donator. The same Els that's still waiting for his $5. I wouldn't bet on it, man. Tracking is off. Then, bro, when again it gets to a certain point, I'll wait all day. Like when I'm expecting, even now when I expect a delivery here, you'll see me with like one earphone out, so that I can hear if somebody comes down. Yeah, so that's always smart, Hank. A lot of purchases, if they're made out of season, end up being much better value. Yeah, at that point, Jackson, I'll wait outside, bro. Like, I'm talking, I'll be outside all day. From 9-10 a.m. and just wait. To be fair, what I've started doing now is having anything that I buy, I get it sent to either a shop or the post office. Because what excuse are you going to make? The shop is closed. The post office is closed. Nobody was there. Since then, 100% record. Why are you shouting, Nabil? Is Morocco in need of new highways? Is Morocco in need of new highways? From what I recall, the highways are cool. It is important info. But you were shouting. Listen, Caps is shouting. That's been from internet day 1. Whereas they try multiple deliveries a day, Jackson. Then, bro, I would stop them and be like, yo, is this parcel for so-and-so? Is this parcel, are you delivering for so-and-so? And even if they BS you, you'll know when it's the one, because you'll see when they leave, it will get marked as, you went at home. And then you'll know, okay, it was him. A Lamborghini with 256 gigabytes of RAM. I mean, I remember when stealing Porsche headlights was a thing. They'd leave the car alone and just take the headlights. Ay, ay, ay. €3,000+ of fireworks, Jesus. But I mean, you can still set fireworks off in the rain. The amount of firework displays I've been to in the rain is ridiculous. I remember when I was one of my earliest memories is going to one and then getting stuck in the mud, and my parents had to like pull me out. There's no way you haven't heard of Newegg, Nabil. But to be fair, if you don't like, if you're not into tech and tech content, I wouldn't. Yeah, it's not surprising. I don't know what Mayors is though. What's Mayors? It'll be like pouring rain. In that case, then that's gonna suck because no one will even be out to like enjoy them. They do that in India, Jackson. So many people have been hurt there because of that. Mayors is mayusculus, which means caps in Spanish. It was so extra. So extra. Why not, Nabil? Why not? He's allowed, man. We should throw them in mailboxes and every other enclosed structure we could find. See, we're just being a menace. We're just being a menace. Although I say that, and then I was shooting fireworks at. We used to shoot fireworks at each other when we were younger, so I don't really have a foot to stand on, unfortunately. Oh, here comes the yacht. The Deutsch yacht. I still have my Christmas hat here. I just use it to block my phone's camera when I'm not recording. After this, I'm going to take a bathroom break. Ah, my nose. And then, I don't know how long the runs are on Preston Carlisle, but I think we'll do one. If they're short, then we'll do two, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be like an hour plus. Should be pretty cool though. Hopefully during the day. Plenty of other stock. Old school BR blue. Can't lose, to be honest. You're the first person to acknowledge my cool little trick. No, this is real. And you're very lucky that you got the gifted sub, because I realize I might as well set an ad going whenever I go for like a little break. What was not tough? I hope you're not talking about my little trick. Otherwise, that's just big hater energy. Very big hater energy. I'll put £1 million on my YouTube viewers being 0 right now. Oh, it's 1. What a legend, whoever you are. There's 1 person. The head shaking. Who did the head shaking? Let's put the fries in the bag. Simple as that, man. It really is. It really is as simple as that. Just literally just put the fries in the bag. I didn't do an Indian head shake. I would have known if I did it. And then I looked from my screen onto my tablet and then looked back and then you took that as... I didn't do that. Trust me, I would have known. Hello, Mark. How you doing, mate? I want to go to Wendy's. We've got a couple Wendy's here in the UK, but I haven't gone to them yet. I've gone to Popeyes, which is pretty average. Wingstop is one of my favourite places. Excited but alive. Hope you're resting well, my man. Health is wealth. Am I going to regret searching this ASR? I was going to call you AI. You're taking the piss, right? Bro, look at the search. I searched what you told me to search, boss. I searched what you told me to search. So can you explain to me? Look, it's not just one picture, it's all of them. You hit it with a stick. So you've created something, and then you beat it up. That sounds very aggressively violent and scary to me. Oh, the bill. Don't ever tell me not to do anything again. I'll do it again, but worse. Yeah. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe that's what it is, Jackson. Bat the wall, Mark. I don't know about your searches, ASR. I'll entertain you. I'll entertain you, but I'm not sure about the searches, boss. Yeah, Nabil, you're not wrong, bro. Look what this guy's making me search. That's what he's making me search. I usually don't condone bullying, but you're bringing me mighty close to doing so. Oh my god, the Hive's vest is crazy. Hank, thank you very much for your support this year, my man. Have a lovely new year. Oh, those emotes are cool. Seasonal emotes. Why didn't I think of that? I need to get some Easter bunnies ready. A lot of shaking in this cab, eh? Mark, I'm not searching it. I saw it. I'm not searching it. I'm done. Listen, if ASR wants me to search up something, he's got to wait until 2026. Right, so is the Cagna like what role does that play in Spanish culture or Spanish tradition? Ah, yes, look at that, my tinsel. Wait, ASR is what Jackson said. Is what Jackson said. Like, is that what it is? So it's basically like a pinata. So you've basically you've got the pinata concept and you've made it kinky. See you later, Mark. Nabil, allow Jackson's message if you can. I thought I'd try and do it on my phone. Castellas. I'm not searching your stuff. I'm sorry. I just don't think it's I don't think it's a good idea. You can't see it on mobile. You know what's so stupid? Neither can I look auto mod queue and there's nothing. This is so dumb. I can do raids from here. Oh no, I found it. Oh no, that's not it. I can raid from my phone. I did not know that. I am not repeating it out loud. Absolutely not. I've done that enough times. Last thing for you, ASR. Just because you got a 15 stream streak, I will honor you. Okay, this is cool. See, this is okay. This is like something like I can put some. You know what I'm saying? I can respect this because it takes like strength and agility and stamina and whatnot. It's basically gymnastics. Why could you not have started with that? Could you not have started with that? You have to show us some madness. Show us some madness. Got Darren here at Milton Keynes, apparently. What TPWS? Now if we start sliding and the wheels lock up right past the red, like what happened, well, what's happened a few times, I'm not responsible. Is it meant to be like some sort of Easter egg, ASR, or is it just a coincidence? I think it's cool, Jackson. I think it's cool. Easter egg, interesting. Stranger Things fell off, man. are not serious, man. I feel like we shouldn't be on this platform here. Well, I guess in reality, this service would just continue on, so makes sense. It's 3 in the morning in game. Why is there a train here? Again, I can appreciate the fact that there's no customers here. It's unlike, whoa, we went past our stop marker. It's very unlike TSW, but I can appreciate it. Right, on to the next one. What's the core? Sorry, what's the law? ASR. Is it just to roleplay Middle Eastern people? So why do they paint themselves black then? Or is it back when Middle Easterners were darker? Okay, we've got a bunch here. Right, I'm gonna quickly run to the bathroom for a brief release, and okay, I can't do it from my phone. Not even gonna try. Not here either. Don't forget to keep the mic turned on. Is that what you would want? Just out of curiosity, or you just want to relive the map P experience? That was a very unique experience. I'll tell you that much. Ah, the map P experience. Do you get it? Map P, you know. Can't knock a man for trying. Oh, I can't run ads because I recently ran one. Okay, well then I guess you just look at a screen then. Oh, I can start a discount for subs. Oh, I can't. I can't believe that 7 of 7 promos remaining. 70 of 70. Oh, 70 total hours remaining. I thought it was 70 hours for each one. I'm so sorry, guys. I didn't know about that. Well, I did. I just didn't really bother to explore it, in all honesty. Okay, well, enjoy the screen. Every single time, Dan. Every single time. That's how often. Is the Yap Fest still going on? Good stuff. I didn't say that was what I went to do, Jackson. Trust me, I take my sweet time. Right, 30 minutes, 40 minutes. This should be pretty quick. This is going to be a long-ass one. Jesus, I'm going to have to leave that one for next week. And a couple, yeah. I mean, they're not too bad other than this ridiculous one. They're all pretty cool. They're all pretty chill. Very true, Dan. I mean, Nabil... They're there, you know. Use them, don't use them. They're there. I think I'm the only person that's used them. Or use them the most. It's an 86. Yeah, 86, 87. Got 101 on its way out. Got a bus. Oh, and an 08. Just chugging along, minding his business. Respect. Class 67 would actually be a nice release. I personally would be happy with another 60 something. Why would I turn off the wiper if it's raining? You know the purpose of a wiper? Airbnb did not accept a city because it was a celebration. That is funny. It's not good for business. You can't see the rain. What are these drops here? You see these drops? See the drops, 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 see the drops everywhere. Can you see the raindrops on the dark background? See, you're not here often, Jackson, but when you are here, you're it goes in this direction. So I think you're the catalyst. I don't know, CP. Well, I mean, you stop it. You stop by. You stop by every now and again. To be fair, I've seen you more this week than I have in the past 3 months. You are allowed to express your opinions in this chat, yes. Are these not on? Oh, it's just the sunlight. Okay. What's more reliable, TikTok or Spanish government as a source? There's a lot of activity here, you know. Good stuff. Imagine if Just Strains falls in the path that Skyhook did, and then all of their stuff becomes trash too. Or at least very mid. Nice one, Dan. I wouldn't mind a patty right now, you know. I was literally about 2 minutes ago I was thinking about food. Thinking about how I'm actually quite a bit peckish. I mean, all I've had all day is cereal since 6:30 in the morning. A bowl of cereal. So, makes sense. Definitely makes sense. Ministry of Consumption. That sounds funny as hell. Why would the Ministry of Consumption dictate where Airbnb operate and where they don't? Oh, you can post it in chat, ASR. But if you whisper it to Nabil, you won't get kicked out for that. Should have probably just used a loco break, to be honest. No worries, Dan. You lot crack me up, man. Maybe I should have worn like 2026 glasses for the stream. I don't really understand how the tail lights work here. Apparently they do let you see into the future, Dan, yeah. Train ripped down originally on one side. How? I know there was issues with it yesterday. I was told in chat, but I didn't know any details about it. How did that just happen? Yeah, normal stuff on this route, Nabil. JT special. I mean, the same thing happens on Blackpool branches. I would never forget that service, man. Never. Go there, wait 1 minute. Go here, wait 1 minute. Couple up, wait 1 minute. Go here, wait 1 minute. Uncouple, wait 1 minute. There cannot be a valid explanation for it. It's beyond questioning, Nabil. It's beyond questioning, bro. I am not making this 15. We are not even going to be close. Fair enough. That's not even funny, man. What's bro doing? He just posted up. Can they really not afford like animations? Like how much would it cost on like Unreal Engine Marketplace or whatever for animations to be given to these characters? I think that's even modded in, but just like even the default NPCs, the only actions they do is walk, and that's just the passengers. Interesting hobby there, Jackson. Yeah, fair enough. It's true. The bill. There are birds flying, which I guess is kind of cool. I don't know whether it was a mod. I think it was a mod that made like inversely ignored the leaves, like falling leaves. Can't go up to them. I want to take a closer look at them. Nah, Jackson. This week, and I think last week was pretty good. Was pretty solid as well. Like you've been here almost like every day that I've streamed in the past 2 weeks. But before that, you know, talk to me. What are your stats from the third week from now in the past? And then talk to me. There we go, man. There was no poo break in the bill, and I'm the same as I've been since 3 hours and 40 minutes ago. Why is that on your mind? Something about the fit. It's a black hoodie. Hollister. That's about all there is to it. Is it gay though, ASR? Is it gay to want to see someone poo? If I wore suits on stream, I'd get views. I've got a few to choose from. What are you saying? Should we open up 2026 in a suit? All 2026. There's only the only dress code is suits. Let's go, man. Why does time and different years exist? Can we not just go? This is day 111111111. I think things would get a bit chaotic if that was to be the case. People will expect to greet you in a different manner. So what we say? Shall I go? Shall I put on a suit now? Shall we see what effect it has? Approach control just annoys me, man. Just set the speed limit and let's get it over and done with. Why do you have to threaten me with a red signal? Dan, you get enough stress from your you know, the people that you deal with. I don't think you need that magnitude of stress more. Next stream, yeah. Okay, cool. Bet. So tomorrow, I'll wear even else. Alright, cool. Say no more, man. Just even if it's just for that, I'll wear it. Maybe Els will look at me differently now. Can you create a poll? Can you create a poll and ask chat if I should wear a suit tomorrow or not? That's what I'm not gonna do, Jackson. No, you're meant to know that, Dan. You're meant to know that. It's not good enough. That's what you get paid for. We're not doing this again, Jackson. We're not doing this again, boss. There you go, the poll is up. Do I wear a suit next stream or not? This is an indication as to whether Nabil's theory will work or not. Just this poll alone. And how deep are we going? Is it just a blazer? Is it a shirt and tie and a blazer? Like, how far are we going with this? What does your research suggest? I'm not wearing shoes. Full suit. Say no more. What am I streaming tomorrow? Trace Classic. Trace Classic and what else? Yeah, I'm only going to do it for one stream. It'll be the first one. What is that Dommy's posted in general chat? Yeah, some TSC. Okay. Say no more. I don't have any cool hats, unfortunately, Dad. None that would go with the suit. In about 8 hours, road emergency triangles are going to be outdated and hence not mandatory in Spain. So what replaces them? ASR. 100%, but only 4 votes. So I'm not convinced. The hell is V16 Belize? It's all about respect. People will join and see this guy's serious, new me and stuff. Ah, cool. So what? Are we gonna do anything with the title specifically, or what? Right, Els, you're gonna respect me next year, you know. That's what I've been hearing. That your respect for me is gonna go up. That I'll finally be worthy of it. I can't dress up as a train driver. How do you even dress up as a train driver, Dan? Do I just go old school and wear like a, I don't know, like a steam loco driver? One image is worth more than 1,000 words. I told you, I'm done searching for you today. Hello? Doesn't that go down? Bro. Even the keyboard back. What? This suit will be the new symbol of the channel. I don't know about that, boss. There has to be a target. So what are you saying the suit's gonna do? Is it gonna increase viewership? Is it gonna increase followers? Is it gonna increase like there has to be a metric that we can base this theory on that will determine whether we continue with it or not. I don't think a latex bodysuit is appropriate for train driver clothing. The load got stolen on its way through. Music symbol is like one of those orange lights in emergency vehicles that's portable and has a magnet. It's meant to, in case of emergency, put on the top of the vehicle with magnet latches. Okay. I mean, in certain situations, it will be more helpful. But let's say, like, you're just beyond, you're just after a turn. I don't think that light's going to help anyone. There's like an orange light, and I don't know where it's coming from. Like, the place is just like lit up orange. Inside the cab, it looks like there's a light on. Apparently the suit, Els. Apparently the suit. Like, what are we doing here, man? What are we doing here? What's the vision of Els? You can't literally see it in the fog and on turns. It's basically right. We might recommend also having the road triangle at hand. How did we derail? How did we derail? He needs to use proper grammar, right, with punctuation and observe capitalization. So he's taken more seriously. Sounds good, man. It's a good little list. It's a good little list, man. Right, so right here, look. Goes from here to here. From here to here. It's got nothing to do with this one. However, I think this is why we derail. Look, this one's not aligned with this. What can I do about that? Literally nothing. Let's just go, man. Nothing even happened. I should have replayed it and just forcefully completed the objective. Yeah, it just sounds like it just sounds like a horrible idea, ASR. Els, if you ever disrespect me like that again, you're not gonna get your fiver. Check the statistics, boss. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. What we saying, Nabil? You feeling positive? The vision, yeah, that's crazy, bro. We got to bring it to manifest. Look at that platinum, baby. So for those of you who take this scoring very seriously, let your eyes be open. Raw. Hey, I like you're moving in vision right now. You're doing the thing. I respect you. I said Nabil, yo, should I slap on a suit now? He said no. So who's pissed you off, Jackson? I'm gonna get the 2K subs. If you bring that up again, I'm gonna waterboard you. It's called the stream, man. This is the last stream of 2025, peeps. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not really sad about it. It hasn't been a great year. Hasn't really been a great year. But Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to everyone. Carter's not streaming. Cool, let's see who's streaming TSW. Okay, there's one guy who's got 12 viewers. Okay, he's got a face cam. Looks like he's doing his thing. There is also one guy who says he's playing TSW6, but he's not. So why? Okay, why? I've started in Train Sim Mode 6 and they're giving me Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six. Right, let's raid this guy then. Right, my people, go enjoy Carrion's stream. I'll see you guys in 2026. Thank you very much for all the support this year. All the conversations and jokes and arguments. Appreciate you all. Until next time, have a lovely new year. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Stay safe. Health is wealth. And until next time, peace out.